Well, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I am your humble host, SpoonsAsunder. Now, I have this guy building another manual generator because I'm thinking the reason this thing isn't working at full capacity is that it's not getting enough energy to run fully to kickstart it. Because each of these only produce 400 watts, and I believe these take like 250 to run, 120. Still, that would suck more than 400 watts, so I need at least two of these to be running simultaneously to get it started, and that's not including anything else in my base. So I'm going to try that first thing and hopefully get this running. I also removed a little bit more of this wall because there's no slime lung in it, so I got basically as far as I possibly could into the slime lung without actually catching slime lung, hopefully. Yeah, no one's got slime lung. So I'm guessing that'll be better for airflow to get up to the vents, and I may need to also change this or add more vents because there's a lot of gas going through there and nowhere to put it. I did turn off the algae thing, so that's not making any more. These guys should be using up all the oxygen, even though it's slowly. They're finally all at 7 learning, which is great. Abe is really far behind as a runner, which is kind of ironic because they're all apparently runners now. I don't know how they classify that, but everyone else is like almost 20, and he's 9, so he's a little slow. That's fine, he was the last edition, he probably just hasn't had enough practice. But I need more people running, so I just let everyone do research now and everyone can run. So me and Mark can go do that and hopefully power that without overloading the circuit, ideally. Max gas pressure, maybe that's a problem. So maybe I was wrong in thinking the reason I put all the whatever these are, gas pumps up at the top was because that's where the hydrogen's going to go. It's the lightest gas. But I may want to actually just spread them out throughout here instead, even though that's really annoying to do. Maybe I can just switch this up here and then bring down this top row or something, because I need to be taking more closer to the source. I tried to open this up. I don't think that's enough because it's just not circulating fast enough for all these pumps. I mean, in real life, if they're creating a vacuum here, it will be filled like almost instantaneously because the density here is like 200 grams per square, and down here it's like 2,000. So this would equalize much quicker if it was real life. I guess I wasn't thinking in terms of the game, and it's a whole lot slower to actually get to the pumps. So that may actually be a problem. I really don't want to have to redo it all though. Okay, unfortunately I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna redo this setup. Oh no, food shortage. Did you just not pick it up? They're at 88%. You'll be fine. But anyway, yeah. So go ahead and fall. Fall. Ah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the electrolyzers and the generators to put them right next to the pumps, and I think that'll be the easiest. It's either that or switching the pumps to go down there and then putting the generators way up there, but I don't think that's a good idea because if the hydrogen does build up, I want these at the top. Otherwise it'll just sit there and be wasted, so I'm going to switch these, put the electrolyzers up there, even though I have to run both a longer water pipe to get to the electrolyzers and a longer gas pipe to get from the hydrogen all the way up to the pumps. But it's better because the density is just, it's too high down here and it needs to get up faster. So I'm going to put them right next to the pumps and hope that that helps. I know it's sad, but it has to happen. So sad. It's getting there though. It's a small hassle, I guess, redoing all this. I always think it's funny that they stand on the things and then immediately deconstruct them and just fall wherever they're gonna fall. Why not? Oh, okay. I guess deconstructing these just creates a puddle instead of a bottle of water. I did not expect that. But oh well, I guess you guys can mop that. Ooh, I don't know if I can make exosuits yet. But oh, fine. I guess I need both. I don't need... Okay. Learn how to make clothing before you learn how to make exosuits. I guess that makes sense, but it wasn't very clear in the tech tree there. Fine. Well, exosuits would be nice because then I can go into like these horrible polluted places without them breathing it and getting sick. Mop that quicker, please. Well, if it's gonna fall somewhere, I'm glad it fell way down here rather than, you know, throughout the rest of my base. A new duplicant is available. I'll probably deny you all. Yep, I was kind of tempted to take Devin there because got good immunity and decent strength and some good traits, but all she can do is not cook. But the binge eater is what I'm worried about. People with that, if they do get overstressed, which likely, hopefully, would never happen, but if they do, they'll eat like your entire food supply and murder the entire colony instead of just screwing themselves over. So no. That's probably being extra paranoid, but I also just kind of don't want extra people anyway. I'm going to use that as my excuse. Now, this layout's better anyway. I like it. Okay, you don't have to run so much right now. You can run later. Oh, that's bottled hydrogen. Didn't know they could do that, but okay. As soon as I have this wall up, I guess I'll just release the hydrogen. Not the Kraken, just the hydrogen. Food shortage, oh no! Wait, why are these things growing a little slower? That's strange. Maybe I should put in some more. Whoa, what? There was a hatch there? How did... I have no idea how a hatch got into my water. Did he just spawn there? Like, none of them escaped from my doors, I don't think. Yeah, all of my hatches are still where they should be. But I wasn't even digging up here. Where could he have fallen from? I don't know. Maybe hatches just spawn in randomly now. But one of them happened to be in the water and just instantly drowned. So, that's not great for him. I believe all of the food things only take 2 tiles, so I'm gonna put another row up here and hope that I don't need to move up higher. And there's no slime line here, is there? There's a little. That's not a problem. It's far enough away. More food. Oh, maybe the hatch was in like this little block that I just dug out and then tried to jump over here and fell through and died. That's probably what it was. Sweep the stuff. Sweep all the stuff. They don't like sweeping stuff. Okay, I finally got this all reset up. They haven't finished building it, of course, because they're slow, duplicate clone things. But once they do, it should be much better. But no, you have to sleep. I made a hydro fan here to hopefully cool down the food production area if I want to grow the other one. Whatever they're called, the blossom seeds. A bristle blossom. Food shortage, I'm growing more. Don't worry about it. So I don't know how much heat this thing actually does, but it's on the edge anyway. I think it's like 23 degrees is the max for the bristle blossom, and this is at 24.2. So I don't need to cool it down much. So they're fine with the worms on a stick for now. But if I ever do want to use that, it's there. Mima's really going there. Just build all the things. I like Mimo. So I don't think I even need to redo any of the pump section of this because it's still pretty good. Yeah, it's just down here, so awesome. And they're almost done. It's already getting water apparently. I guess that's fine. Another duplicate that I don't want. I get to reject more people. That's always fun. This person has really good stats, but these both are terrible. You can't build anything and you have to go to the bathroom twice as often. Sorry, Otto, you are not worth it, and neither are you two. You're not even worth mentioning. I'm rejecting all of you. Gone forever. Okay, this is actually starting to work before they're even done building. I don't know what's up with that. Food shortage, oh no. Clothing. I can build clothing, but I don't have the stuff for it anyway. That appears to be working better, actually. Yeah, seems to be. This is getting a decent amount of hydrogen. Not a lot, not as much as it should get, but it's not working at full efficiency yet. If it were, all 5 of these would be running non-stop, all 4 of these would be running non-stop, and I believe all of these would be running non-stop, but that's a little too much to ask, especially since they only just finished firing the whole thing. Let's unbottle. I need someone to empty that. Okay. Gotta actually walk over there and uncork it, I guess. Oh, you couldn't do 2 in 1. You gotta leave. Whatever. Why are these strained? They're not even doing anything. How could they be strained? Yeah, it does heat up significantly with the electrolyzers. I don't think it'll be a problem because I put in insulated walls everywhere. But jeez, research even? Too much heat. I want them to be done. Okay, there's no food. Meanwhile, I can't get any food. That's not good. Are they almost done? I don't know why. They must have slowed down or something. And none of you are planting these. Why is no one planting these? Plant these. Well, of course it's not going to work if you just don't plant the food. They're so sleepy. I hope they get food before they starve to death. I'm guessing it must have just been a mild shortage for a long time and finally ran out. Because they almost have enough. It was really close. And they're getting food now. I don't think there'll be any problems. Mima just went hungry for a day or so. Poor thing. This seems to be working better. Not perfectly, but better. Yeah, power is the issue. Why is it not generating enough power? Maybe it's the kickstart thing. Make both of these run. And then see if that helps. Now, you guys getting enough power? I mean, the only other design I could do is to like put a gas pump, 2 of them actually, right above every electrolyzer and spread it out that way. Which I may want to do in the future, but not right now. Right now though, what I do want to do is go back down here. Well, not back, I haven't been here yet, but I want to go down there and see what's what. So I'm just going to cut straight through it, I think. Probably take them quite a while to dig that out. Okay, I don't understand why these are all listed as being strained when they're not getting anything. It's only going down to these batteries. Thinking that might be part of my problem. They are connected, right? I got this thing bridging there. Going down here, bridging to those. And then bridging into the batteries. I don't know. I did connect that, right? Ooh. That's no good. That has slime lung. I didn't notice that. There's slime lung in the oxygen. I really don't want them to breathe that. Maybe I can just like dig slightly over here. I didn't want to dig through the abyssite like that, but fine. There, now they can get around it and not deal with slime lung. Because this, I think, won't be a problem. It's in the material and they won't have to breathe it. But if it's already in the air, I don't know what'll happen there. And if it gets in, it might stay there for good and murder all of them. And that would be horrible. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with the power. Like, these are getting charged, but these are getting nothing. I mean, by all accounts, it doesn't make sense. My only guess is that it's not spreading it out well enough. But, I mean, the batteries say that they can handle a lot. Like 40 kilojoules. I think I'm going to try just getting rid of all of those wires and putting them somewhere else. I don't know what else to try, just to see what'll happen. Maybe these don't like their placement for some reason. I don't know. If they can handle all these generators and all of those power sinks, then I don't see why they wouldn't work here, but for some reason they're not. Food shortage again? I put in all those new plants. Okay, they're mostly done. I have enough to get there. It's fine. They're just complaining about nothing. So I'm redoing this whole thing. I'm putting in less plates because I think they might not be optimized yet. It's just a guess, but that's something. So I'm rewiring this whole thing and doing that. And then I'll only do a pass through at the top here. Right here. I keep pressing R to try to rotate instead of O for some reason. And that all just brings up the research, and it's annoying. Oh, there's a person. I've been ignoring that person. For a good reason, apparently. You all suck. How's it going with the ladder? Almost. It's got a weird humming to it as well. I don't know what's up with that. We're getting so close. Okay, I am able to build an exosuit now, but I don't know where to put it yet, so. And I don't even know if I can make them. I might need the things. I think a lot of the plastics and things need these, which I'm not ready to go into the slime areas. I do not want to get sick. There's a lot of slime along in there. I kind of don't want to get in there without the exosuit, so that's going to be a problem for another day. Is this working yet? It's white instead of yellow. That's good, right? A lot cleaner. Looks nicer. Okay, now they're working. I don't know what went wrong there. I need another runner. You can run. Okay, so I don't know why this wasn't working before. I think I just had too many of these plates, and they didn't like connecting directly to each other, one plate to another plate. I guessed right, I guess, but I still don't understand why that was a problem. So if the devs happen to see this, then fix that, whatever it is. Maybe you know. And I'm gonna get rid of these batteries because I don't need them anymore. These are better. Hopefully these will charge up slowly and be able to maintain this. And then I can tell them to stop running because this will be making its own power. It doesn't appear to be good enough yet. That's a lot of oxygen though. It looks like I did manage to keep this at a very low density of any sort of gases. So that's good, I think? I don't know. If it's anything like the real world, which is too much of an assumption in a lot of ways, but this is like 200 grams or less in most squares around here, it looks like. So, good. Let's keep it that way and hope it doesn't heat up as much of my place. Doesn't appear to be having any sort of heat problems so far. So, this should be plenty of batteries. Keep this running. They do appear to be slowly charging up, so I finally have fixed the power problem, it appears. I'm still going through water though, so that will be the next thing that will go wrong. But it looks like we have made it to the door. So I'm gonna save this real quick first, because I don't know what's gonna happen there. And then I can go. I don't know what sort of sample I'll be submitting, but what does this mean? Turn it to 9. Nothing. Submit sample. What are you gonna do? Gonna slow this down. Oh. Is it just a handprint? Are you okay? I think he's okay. What's down here? A vending machine. A pristine nutrient bar dispenser. Okay, and a little, like, a thing to pinch a pepper plant. It's polluted. This is weird. It's like a little break room or something that's just been abandoned down here. Is it? It's not germy or anything. I don't know. The vending machine, I have two options. I can either recover files, whatever that means, or I can rummage for materials. I don't know what either of those means. So I'm going to recover files. Notice to staff, to all from admin. Okay, unattended cultures. For the health and safety of your fellow facility employees, please do not store unlabeled bacterial cultures in the cafeteria fridge. You should not have to tell people that. Similarly, be advised that the cafeteria dishwasher is incapable of handling petri dishes. Haha, who is running this lab? Despite the nomenclature. We thank you for your consideration. That's being way too friendly with these people. Okay. I guess that's what inspect does. Is it the same thing? Yeah. Rummage, I suppose? Yeah. Cancel this rummage order. Never. Alright. Are you gonna send someone down to rummage through this thing? For nutrient bars, presumably? I don't know. It'd be cool if I could just, like, cart this whole vending machine back up to my base and... Wow. Oh, how does he know how to do that? That was extremely efficient. Alright then, I'm... Wow. Okay, I'm gonna sweep everything down here then. Assuming they can all get to it without... Where are you going? I didn't say to sweep those. I praise you, Joshua. I thought these required like a very high temperature. Maybe not. I guess it is hot here. Never mind. Oh. Okay. I only got one nutrient bar out of that? And it's only quality grizzly? It's no better than my worms on a stick. What kind of vending machine is this? Wow, that was a very strange place. I don't think it's really of any use to me. These are better tiles. I wish I could build them. I don't think like I can destroy these or like learn to build them. Although that would be the best way, is like if you can find this, you can destroy them and build them. But I don't think so. They should implement that if it's not already. But I guess this place is cool in its own right, even if it isn't useful. Finally found some chlorine over here. And what is that? A natural gas geyser. That could also be useful. And I actually don't have to go through slime lung to get to the natural gas. So that's another power that is potentially usable. I wonder if there's geysers of all types. Like if I can find a chlorine geyser, that would be wonderful. Start sanitizing everything. My batteries are only increasing in their power, so power is solved for the time being. I believe oxygen is also solved. Yeah, that I have plenty of oxygen in this whole place. If anything, I have too much, so it may not be working as efficiently as it could. So I could accept more duplicates as long as I have enough food. I don't know if I want to, because it could take a while to learn. And I usually kind of stick with what I have. So sweep your food, why don't ya? I left room for a third row, totally intentionally. It didn't just happen that way. But that's good. So I can add in more food under here if I don't run into slime lung, and I won't. Hooray. So I'll do that. Yeah, the natural gas generator produces polluted water and carbon dioxide. The polluted water could be potentially useful because if I have more of that, I can make more regular water by filtering it. But I think sand is still a finite resource in this game, and filtering is not exactly ideal unless there's another way to filter now that I don't know of. And carbon dioxide, again, just takes more filtration to get rid of, which is either more water or more algae, so natural gas, probably not the way to go. I like my hydrogen setup. That's just water, just clean water. Coal also produces carbon dioxide, but you can just isolate it, which I guess you could do with that too. Yeah, if you isolate it in a room that's never opened, then it doesn't matter how much carbon dioxide it produces because that's just going to be trapped in there with it. Who cares if no one can breathe in that room if they never have to go in there? So, but the polluted water I think is a problem. The coal would be fine, it just has so much heat. It's more than twice the amount of heat of the other generators. So I'm going to save that for when I have cooling possibilities open to me. And I have not seen an ice biome anywhere yet, unless I've just not looked. What is that? That's strange. Okay. Well, it's not an ice biome. I would guess that they're higher rather than lower, but I got nothing. So that's unfortunate. And there's ice. Maybe there's one over there. That's going to be a pain to get to, though, because there's not a lot of small slime dung. Actually, I can maybe go through here. The polluted oxygen's a little annoying, but I can just walk on over here, have a little pass through potentially. That might work. I kind of want to get an exosuit or something for that. So I really don't need these anymore at all. You guys can stop running. Why are you still running, Mima? I said you don't have to. She just wants her exercise. She's just that dedicated. That's awesome. Mima's the best. So I haven't built more food there. I did not redo the bathroom in this one. I should. I'm thinking about just walling it off in the middle and having it only accessible from one side or the other. But as my base stands right now, I really only have one way. Like, all the stuff for them to do is over on this side. I suppose that'll change because there are a lot of things over here. It's just a dangerous, very, very, very dangerous area because all of this oxygen is slime lung everywhere. So I am not digging into this until I have an exosuit. That's just a given. And I'll dig through it, through this place, because that's my polluted water anyway. So that'll be a while before I go this way, unfortunately. But to the left here, the left is always better. I got a lot of useful stuff. A bunch of chlorine, some hydrogen. I can pump the hydrogen up here. That wouldn't be too hard. And the chlorine I can leave because I believe, assuming it's like the real world, again, it might not be, but I believe that chlorine gas is quite heavy. I don't think it's as heavy as carbon dioxide, so the CO2 is trapped over here anyway, so that wouldn't be a problem. So as long as I leave it at the bottom and don't dig here, I'll just dig into the top where the hydrogen is, I should be fine. It'll just stay in the bottom there. I do have to worry about unleashing this geyser because I've done that before. They probably changed it since the last time, but it became overwhelming very quick if you unleash a geyser without being ready to contain the water. I will need the water. I got 5.3, it was 5.8 when I started, so that's going fairly quick. I should start doing some art in the bathrooms. But oxygen and power are sorted for the time being. And that's a big win for this episode. I don't think I can go up either. Nope, slime lung. So up and right are both dead ends at this point until I get some filtration. And down here is not much better unless I go this way. Which I could, but that's a long way to walk. So I'm going to be going over here and up here first to go get some ice and some chlorine. These farms are almost done. I should put in some plumbing for them. I don't even know if it's using the plumbing, to be honest, but they're irrigatable, and I know a lot of the plants do actually need water because they're not worms on a stick, so that'll be there. Like I said, I still don't think I want another duplicate. and none of them are impressing me. And 4 is actually a good number because I like keeping things small. Just redo the bathrooms, and I do have animal traps now. Aha! It's listed under food for some reason. But yeah, I do have animal traps. Oh, it looks like those traps require plastic to craft, which I don't have. I believe I have the means. I have the building that creates plastic, but I don't think I have the materials. There it is. I don't have it yet, but I believe that's the one I'm researching right now. Unfortunately, it needs petroleum to make plastic. And I don't have petroleum yet because I haven't seen an oil biome, which is one of the new ones, which I don't understand yet. I believe I take a crude oil is the one that's actually going to be findable in the environment. And then I have to transform it into petroleum with just power or water. Yeah. And that makes natural gas. But I don't want to use the natural gas thing. I guess I have to, or I just want to isolate it. Oil is going to be annoying. But until I run into an actual oil biome, which I'm guessing is lower, I don't have to worry about it. So there's lots more to do in the next episode. I do have a plan for the bathroom, but it'll take a little while. I'm going to release this hatch and trap them over here instead, because that's a more convenient spot, and then I can do basically this pattern on the other side of this wall that they're just putting in once I move the pipes over to their new location. And that should be 2 bathrooms. I'm gonna lock this door so they can't use both, and then do the same thing. I suppose actually that I don't need a sink going both ways if they can only use it from one side. So maybe I'll have to rethink that for the next one. But that's a problem for tomorrow. Many thanks for watching this video, and until next time, may your spoons remain.